matchup for you here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Hi, everyone. Brandon Gordon, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they interplay in this one. They're coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month of change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
And 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
Tua to throw right away. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Ocho.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep for LA is Darius Davis. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And when you see Justin Herbert, all you think about is he's easily one of the most talented quarterbacks in the NFL. He can make every throw, knows how to think his way through every game. And now, the regular season success needs to carry over into the postseason.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got a man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 30.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Los Angeles.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down at 5. A run once more with Hampton.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Try to run for it with Hampton.
Far off the tackle, and that effort gets him to first before he's brought down.
He's tackled.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of a yard. And the Chargers first down.
On 1st down, it's Hampton.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Eluding the pressure right.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Previous play is
Keenan
under review.
Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0.
Dolphins nothing.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's run well here in the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was taken down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
In motion is Westbrook-Akina. Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Breaking down at the 49.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 43-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 3rd and 2. Looking to pass. Tua. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 30.
15 yards on the play. That's good.
Tua going to throw.
Miami Dolphins.
Tua hit, and the ball is out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, it's Tua. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Tua sets up to pass it. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Charger drive about to get going. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. Herbert now. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Herbert. Touchdown! Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 70. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. In motion, Hill. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Oh, some strong running. Missed. Will not go down. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The Chargers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing. Again, it's Hampton. Pushing his way through. Boom! Down, fighting through tackles. Touchdown! His 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-0. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Brings up 2nd and 17.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's another Dolphins first down.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Open man, Westbrook Akine. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And defensive off. To a hit, and the ball is out. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waddle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now Tua. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Complete to Devon Achane. Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Complete to Devon
They'll wind
Achane.
up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He sets to fire deep. Touchdown, Dolphins. Nick Westbrook-Akine, 39 yards. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slob their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Almost gets to the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
So when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly
nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's Tua. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll work inside here, Hampton.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And they're going to speed things up here.
Hampton.
Powerful running. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Hampton going to try to punch it in.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward. And that is picked up by the offense. When we're in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A first throw for the backup, Wilson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
They're going to pass here with Herbert.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5. Brings
Herbert.
2nd and 5.
For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Offside. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to this big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was finished off by a Najee Harris touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
And this is recovered by the Chargers. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Steps away to his left. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So, for the Chargers, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty to get to here. We begin in South Florida. The Dolphins at home to take on the LA Chargers. And it's the 6-time Pro Bowler, Keenan Allen. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Chargers are hot. They improved to 6-0 with the win here. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is the emerging star, Malik Neighbors. And this is a touchdown. The Giants win their 2nd straight as they get the victory here. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And how about a big play here from the Jaguars defense? And this is a team that was ready to answer the bell, and they show it right here. The Jaguars have no problems in this one. They get it done in blowout fashion. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.